was able to step up. He was doing well on the laser pad on defense. But if Pyrogen just keeps assaulting like that, I don't think any team in the entire qualifier can stop them.
Yeah, no, I think that's a spot-on prediction right there. I mean, Pyrogen, still, like, wow, I can't even believe that. Like, they're so good right now. Like, what? And I wonder how much of that was the predictability of Millennium's defense, but still, like, oh, man, that was just so great. And it looks like they have started, and Cypher here is going to be the leadoff attacker for Millennium, so let's see if he can keep his laser hot.
So close to actually landing a shot at the very beginning. It was only off by 16 meters, and on this map, those are the very, very fun ones, too, when you're like, oh, 140-meter hit to start? Yeah, I'll take that, okay.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, you know. It's going to be Cypher here, though, going up. He's actually kind of trying to isolate this defender here on the right, but the defender moves away pretty quickly and smartly. And now Cypher's kind of just creeping. Oh, yeah, they actually didn't know where each other were at for a little while. Cypher ran smack dab into the middle of Hybrid and gets punished for it. Yep, and Cypher's kind of just hanging out in the same spot. He's still trying to pick this guy off. A nice shot right there. He kind of, I think, hit his, like, calf or something right there. I don't even know, but now he's going to move up to the point. He doesn't have too much time left. He's got 2 armor against 2 defenders here, and he's going to work his way around. Will he be able to make something happen? But no, he's only got 1 second left, and time runs out.
He actually was down to the point where he didn't have enough time to run in and capture the point, so he had to land his last 2 shots. Hit one of them, but the first one that he tried, unfortunately, was not successful, and now it's going to be Sparko.
Sparko, slide in here. Misses by 15 centimeters that spam shot, man. Whew.
Yeah. This is, of course, I've noticed that there's been a trend of maps lately that kind of allow for that, those ridiculous shots at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, it is interesting, and it is really hard to hit, and I don't think people hit them that much, but it does add a little bit of randomness, which is, I don't know if it's the best, but, you know, sometimes, you know, that'll happen, and, you know, it's kind of just part of somehow some of the maps work, you know. And oh, he's getting rushed down here pretty quickly, though.
I like this from Millennium, though, switching things up from their ultra defensive strategies they usually take. Cypher gets picked off, yes, but there's only 1 point of armor remaining. And I agree with you. The element of randomness at the beginning is a little bit weird to me, and I don't know if it's something that's going to hold up in future maps, just due to the fact that you essentially just put your, and Sparko goes down, you essentially just put your laser into a group of 3 of them, hit and pray. And if you land it, awesome. You basically win the round. If not, then, you know, things are a little bit rougher, I guess.
Yeah, Spitfire has been kind of like that for a while, but yeah, as you'll see, it is hard for these guys to actually land that shot, so it's not too bad, but nonetheless, we got Lightning McQueen here, aka Keeper. I like Lightning McQueen more, though. I kind of hope he just keeps that. That'd be very cool.
Keeper's a legend, though, man. I mean, that's a great name, but I agree with you. Lightning McQueen is super sweet, but unfortunately, Lightning McQueen bringing him down, and I said that Millennium's chances would largely hinge on how well Keeper performs because he had kind of lackluster attack rounds in the first on the first map, and so I really still think it's going to come down to him.
Yeah, I think that could be a pretty good prediction right there. Ooh, Quaco just barely dodging those rockets, trying to, more spam there. Nice spam right now by Millennium, but Quaco's going to make his way up the left side here. I don't know if the defenders know exactly where he is, so he might be able to get an open defender here if he is patient, but no! Wow, very nice spam rocket right there by Cypher. And, Quaco's kind of contesting the point, but he's not really able to make much happen right now.
Yeah, that was one of those rockets that's very, well, you could be here, here, or here, so I'll fire one out and see where you're at. Lands it, and Quaco unfortunately goes down in pretty rapid order, so a very defensive stalemate compared to what we saw in the last map.
Yeah, so far it's 4 defensive rounds. Compared to the last map, I mean, the last map, that was an anomaly, man. It must have been, especially on that map where it's not generally too much of an attacking map. But either way, we got Lacame here coming up on the right side. He's going actually all the way around the back, so this is an interesting attack route. We haven't really seen this too much. But he's going to try to get a peek here onto the guy playing the tree. But the guy playing the tree says, no, I'm not going to give... Whoa, he gets hit twice right there. Once by, I think, a laser and once by a rocket.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I've noticed that newer maps, though, have been tending towards a little bit more aggression lately, especially with the new features as far as the wall jumps and the, and unfortunately the game was picked off, so once again, another defensive round taken. But, you know, as we've had wall jumps be utilized more and you can start to bounce up onto the high ground a little bit more easily, then you also have the I call them the Tarzan swings, and there we go. That's
Whoa,
exactly what we were talking about.
115 random shot by Hybrid.
Oh my God! All right.
Very nice. So maybe that'll start things off for Pyrogen here.
Well, they certainly need that, and he sees both the defenders too, so this is a good position for him to be in.
Yeah, he knows exactly where they are, so that's always good. He's going to take this ramp up over here and try to get a shot onto Lacame there, but he's misses by quite a bit. But nonetheless, he still has got a decent amount of time. He pretty much knows where the defenders are. He knows exactly where Lacame is, and he pretty much knew where Cypher was, and he ended up being right. He's trying to pick with Cypher right now, but it's not really happening, and time's running out. Yeah,
usually good or a good prediction as Cypher gets picked off. Hybrid really just putting on a show here, trying to land that last shot. Gold can be captured. Loses 1 point of armor there, but he's going to try assaulting that point here soon. Misses the second shot, just barely. 1 point of armor remaining. Quite a showdown we have going here, and he gets the shot. Our first attack round taken by Hybrid.
Very nice by Hybrid right there. That was, oh man, that was a nail biter right there at the end. He was kind of just like doing a little dance around the point, and they both were, and they're missing shots, but they're coming very close. It's craziness, man. We got Cypher here. Let's see if he can make something happen here for Millennium. He really kind of needs to right now.
And Hybrid showed a good case of knowing his opponents too. He didn't even see Cypher, but he knew he was on the laser pad. Pretty good prediction that one of the strongest FPS players in history is going to be sitting on a pad that'll give him that kind of an instant shot, or I'm sorry, an instant travel distance shot, and Cypher gets punished for going a little bit too far there.
Yeah, he kind of overextended there. He's looking for a pick. They weren't really giving it to him, and then they all kind of peeked him at once, and then he did pay for it right there, and it's going to be 5-2 for Pyrogen. Now we got Sparko up to bat.
Now it is, of course, just one attack round still separating these two teams, so a strong turnaround from Millennium, and they're right back in this, no problem at all.
Very true, because Sparko, it's going to be hard for him to take this attack round thing. The attacks have not been on as much as the last map, but I think we're going to be saying that a lot. You know, that last map, man.
I don't know if we'll ever say something like that again. Yeah,
I still can't get over that. That was just so much fun to cast. Glad we got to do it. But anyway, Sparko's going to try to ooh, he kind of knew Cypher was going to peek out over there. Cypher likes to play at this rail pad in that rail pad area pretty much every round. Sparko taking 1 point, 2 points of damage right there, and it's going to be hard for him to attack uphill with all three of these guys kind of giving a concave onto him. So he's not in a good position. He does get taken out there by Lacame.
There we go. So Sparko goes down 5-3 now, still in favor of Pyrogen, but this is the guy I think that's really got to step up. We'll see if Keeper can make something happen.
Yep. Lightning McQueen, let's see what you got.
All right. Well, going very fast, I suppose, is appropriate for him.
Yeah, Speedy like lightning. Here he goes. He's going up towards the right side, trying to pick this guy off over here at the fence. But the guy that's playing at the fence has been playing pretty well lately. And hasn't really been giving any open shots. And he does take 1-2 points of spam right there. So very nice spam by Pyrogen too. So they've kind of got the whole package here right now.
What Pyrogen's been doing an especially good job on defense too is punishing mistakes. Every single time that a player from Millennium gets caught too far out in the open or jumps where they shouldn't, there's always rockets that are on point heading their way.
Yeah, it's very disciplined play there by Pyrogen. And Lightning McQueen has got 11 seconds to capture the point. They have 2 players pretty much on the point right now. It's going to be hard for him to take this, but he does get one of them, and he's almost gets the capture, almost gets the kill. It was up to 76%. Wow, so that was close. Now Keeper almost got that round, but those are hard to lose, man.
Yeah, that's very true. And Quaco now on the attack, he wants to make this an almost insurmountable advantage for Pyrogen, as he certainly really performed in the last match too. Don't forget, he landed 2 of his 3 attacking rounds.
Yeah. It's craziness, man. He's going to work this guy over here at the fence. Let's see if the Millennium guys are going to have the same reaction, and he does. He falls back a little bit, kind of hanging out behind the blocks over here. But Quaco is going to still, I guess, no, he's going to actually switch it up, kind of try to get a new angle here, and that's always a good thing to do on attacking. A nice shot there by Quaco. He does take 1 point of damage, though, and he's still got a good amount of time here. He knows where both of the defenders are, so it's going to be a pretty even round right now.
Ooh, Cypher was caught flat-footed, but just barely moves in time to avoid the shot. 10 seconds remaining. Quaco trying to play patiently, now has to directly assault the points, misses that shot, so now he's got to get on the goal, and that's very difficult to do through that archway. He gets punished for it, 6-4, still in favor of Pyrogen.
Yeah, and there's only been 1 attacking round still, guys, so this is not the last map, but, you know, Lacame, he's going to try to bring his team back right now. They do need to make something happen at least once on attack, and, you know, it's it's going to be up to one of the guys, so it's, you know.
Oh, I love this. What we've noticed is that the more successful attackers have been able to, or the ones who have come closest to taking attack rounds, were able to zone the defenders back very far quickly. And that's what Lacame just did. He jumped there right out in the middle of the map, scooted off to the right-hand side, forced his opponents back, and that gives him at least a little room to breathe.
Yeah, definitely, and it'll allow him to change up his angles too, kind of like what he's doing right here. But they do see that, so it's not as good for Lacame when he's doing it like that. But if you can change up your angle and peek from a new area without them seeing where you are, it's always just very good. Right,
and you can be one of the smartest players ever, but you still have to land shots in the end.
Yeah,
and Lacame hasn't quite done that.
Yeah, no, he kind of just got owned right there. Hybrids taking him out with the last 2 rockets, and now Hybrids is actually attacking for Pyrogen. He's going to try to really just drive this home for his team.
Okay, well, he's going to roll up the front, trying to land that super long shot like he did last time. Don't forget he did take his first attack round on the back of that 115-meter hit to start things.
Yeah, wow, it's always nice to start with, you know, just a 2-on-1 instead of a 3-on-1. But Hybrid, he's going to... A lot of these guys like to take this right path. They kind of try to isolate the guy playing over here at the fence. And then it seems like a lot of the time they do come over back to the middle, try to get a... Oh, whoa, 1, 2, 3. Hey, there we go. Nice little theatrics there by Hybrid, but he's still got 3 defenders to kill. He does take 1 point of damage right there. He's in a kind of a funky spot, but he does eliminate one of the guys that had him sandwiched, so now that opens up a better position for Hybrids.
Yeah, he split the defenders, and he tries to come around the right-hand side here where Cypher's at, but he takes 2 quick shots there. Millennium did an especially good job that round of hiding their defenders for a while, because every time Hybrid peeked around a corner, no one was there waiting for him, even though they were just around the next corner.
Yeah, very true, and they were peeking at the exact right times, you know, firing the spam rockets when they needed to, and he misses one by 28 centimeters right there, man. Ooh. I really like that that little stat that pops up.
I know.
Shows, especially when you're on those like super long range shots.
Yeah.
And yeah,
isn't that the most frustrating? Missed a 120-meter hit by 1 centimeter or something.
Sometimes you'll miss even by, it'll say 0 millimeters.
Oh.
It's like 0.0, so, you know, 0.03, 0.04 maybe. That's tough. But but yeah, missing even by a few centimeters is always it's pretty frustrating. But Cypher here is kind of getting owned, and yeah, he does get taken out right there by Sparko.
Okay, so the next point takes this for Pyrogen, whether it comes on attack or defense. So we're going to need 3 consecutive rounds taken in a row. Well, that's the definition of consecutive, saying that they're in a row, I guess. Jeez, Kevin.
It's okay, Kevin. We all still love you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, it's largely going to come down to just that. You know, we have to have an attack round taken. And funny enough, it's going to be Keeper who has to land that attack round.
Yeah, and so just like you said, it's going to be up to him to really bring Millennium back in this match, and Sparko is not looking too hot right now, but he did take out one of the defenders right there, so he's going to see if he can get someone to peek out and take a maybe easy shot here.
And of course, he wants to prevent an attack round from even happening. He wants to be able to close this out right here, and as you mentioned, he nailed 1 defender, but the problem is he's down to just 1 point of armor, and you know there's someone probably sitting around that laser pad again.
Yep, there you go. There's Cypher on the laser pad, and Sparko does get taken out by Lightning McQueen.
That's right, Lightning McQueen. It is your time to shine. You have to land this attack round now. Of course, if they do, we're essentially all tied up, as it will be even attack rounds.
Right, and then they just have to defend once, and then it'll be officially all tied up. But Kevin was right, guys. It's going to be all up to Keeper here, so let's see what he can do. He's working his way onto the left side, and I think they kind of have a good idea where he's at. They're not too sure. They're just spamming away. Doesn't see anyone on the rail, but he takes 2 hits early right there. Ouch.
Yeah, that's rough, because now he can be pretty aggressively pushed down. Although a very nice shot from around the side to bring things back. Lightning McQueen finally connecting with the laser. Misses on his second shot. Only has 1 point of armor, though.
Yeah, this is looking pretty rough for him. The time's running out. It's all up to Keeper right now. He needs to make something happen for his team to stay in this tournament, and he's getting sandwiched, and he does not make it. Quako eliminates him.
GG. And there we have it. Pyrogen advancing into the semifinals to play a best-of-5 against Team Colwyn on Friday. That is going to be a great match.
Man, I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be so awesome.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we are going to run to yet another commercial break, because we're going to set up our 3rd match of the day. Don't forget, we're doing every single one of our round of 8 matches, so still 2 more matches to go. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.